Yaƙi ya ai sai da soja wannan kudi gaskiya.
Wuce Zamfara sabuwa.
Muna layin gamje gaskiya a ce kudi ta fito.
Da Dauda Lawan ya zama.
Wanda yake son mu za mu ɗauka mu ci moriya.
Wuce Zamfara sabuwa.
Idan ya ci gwamna da gaske zai taka rawar gani.
Da Dauda Lawan ya zama.
Dauda Lawan na fahimci kai ke da farin jini.
Wuce Zamfara sabuwa.
Suna ce maka gamje gaskiya ce kuma ta fito.
Da Dauda Lawan ya zama.
Harka ta tsaro ta zo cikin Zamfara gaskiya.
Da Dauda Lawan ya zama.
A samu zaman lafiya a daina fada an kazo.
Wuce Zamfara sabuwa.
Zamfara is working.
To Dauda Lawan dare mai daraja gashi ya zamo giwa, ya samu karbuwa gun jama'a tun da ba shi gaggawa. Dama muna gani gunsa akwai hikima akwai baiwa, bukatar mutabiya domin ko samu yana gidan nema.
Sai ni ta godiya, Zamfara yancin mu gashi ya dawo. Dauda Lawan dare mai haƙuri ginshikin talakawa. Za a yi warantsuwa, sai ku fito al'umma mu je mu ma.
Zamfara is working is a current affairs program designed to showcase happenings within Zamfara state, particularly government activities, policies, and programs under the able and dynamic leadership of His Excellency Governor Dauda Lawal. The program, which is coming to you monthly through our vibrant and innovative media platform, Optimal Image Media Limited, is aimed at educating and enlightening residents and indeed the general public about changes going on in the state. The program is coming in series to highlight the achievements recorded by the governor in different areas. In this fourth edition, the program will feature various activities performed by the people's governor Dauda Lawal in his tireless effort to transform the state. This includes the celebration of the 2024 Democracy Day, flagging of the construction of Gusau International Airport, and that of remodeling and equipping the Ahmed Sani Rima Bokura Specialist Hospital, among other developmental strides of the dynamic governor. Stay tuned with your best companion, the Optimal Image Media Limited, for very interesting and educative package. Remember the saying that seeing is believing, so don't miss out.
To Dauda Lawan dare mai daraja gashi ya zamo giwa, ya samu karbuwa gun jama'a tun da ba shi gaggawa. Dama muna gani gunsa akwai hikima akwai baiwa, bukatar mutabiya domin ko samu yana gidan nema.
Sai ni ta godiya, Zamfara yancin mu gashi ya dawo. Dauda Lawan dare mai haƙuri ginshikin talakawa. Za a yi warantsuwa, sai ku fito al'umma mu je mu ma.
We shall begin with the celebration of the 2024 Democracy Day, which witnessed a massive procession of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) supporters led by Governor Dauda Lawal to demonstrate concerns to the lingering security challenges bedeviling the state. Addressing the crowd, Governor Lawal said his administration will remain committed in fighting insecurity, improving health, education, and agriculture sectors for the rapid socio-economic development of the state.
To Dauda Lawan dare mai daraja gashi ya zamo giwa, ya samu karbuwa gun jama'a tun da ba shi gaggawa. Dama muna gani gunsa akwai hikima akwai baiwa, bukatar mutabiya domin ko samu yana gidan nema.
Sai ni ta godiya, Zamfara yancin mu gashi ya dawo. Dauda Lawan dare mai haƙuri ginshikin talakawa. Za a yi warantsuwa, sai ku fito al'umma mu je mu ma.
This is followed by flagging of the construction of Gusau International Airport as part of the governor's determination to continue executing people's-oriented projects.
I'm pleased to address you, distinguished invited ladies and gentlemen, and the good people of Zamfara State, on the occasion of the second phase of the series of our project commissioning and flag off of projects to celebrate our 1-year stewardship in office. All the first anniversary occasions so far have allowed us to partake on the journey since we came on board. It is gratifying and very fulfilling to know that our rescue agenda is yielding fruitful and transformative results. Today, we are here to flag off the construction of Gusau Airport to be performed by my very good friend and brother, the Honorable Minister of Aviation, Mr. Festus Keyamo, SAN. I therefore wish to welcome the Honorable Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Mr. Festus Keyamo, SAN. I'm delighted that you are here in our midst today as we change our narrative from being a state without an airport. What we will build, inshallah, will be an airport with the state-of-art facilities to deliver a high standard of service and safety for all users. Honorable Minister, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is already a little over 1 year into my stewardship, and I thank the Almighty Allah for the opportunity He has given me to lead this state and for His guidance in all that we do in solidifying our rescue agenda for our dear state. When I took over the reign of leadership of this great state 387 days ago, I promised to rebuild a new Zamfara that will, among other things, restore and regain its historical role as a commercial hub of northern Nigeria. The historic ceremony we have gathered to perform here today is a significant step in expanding the frontiers of economic revival of Zamfara State. We are poised to establish our beloved state as a compelling investment destination that will attract investment locally as well as internationally. Honorable Minister, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, what we are flagging up today is an airport project that will include the construction of a 3.4-kilometer primary runway, which is suitable for large commercial aircraft, as well as installation of runway lights and navigational aids. It will also have a modern terminal building with passenger facilities, including check-in counters, automated bagging handling system, waiting areas, as well as custom and immigration services building. This in addition to an air traffic control tower equipped with state-of-the-art communication and surveillance system. Further, it will include the construction of maintenance hangars, fire and rescue stations, fuel storage facilities, and other ancillary buildings, access roads to the airport, parking facilities for passengers and staff, water supply, sewage, electrical system, and telecommunication infrastructure. There will also be a cargo wing and the landscaping of the airport surroundings to enhance the project's aesthetic appeal. The Gusau Airport project is intended to be a smart airport designed to accommodate domestic as well as international flights, and that will provide a critical gateway for the states as well as the entire region. It will have the capacity to land most airplanes. It is intended to facilitate easier and more efficient travel to and from Zamfara State, which in the long run will promote social interaction, businesses, as well as tourism. The project will be handled by Trajecta Nigeria Limited, with JBI Tech Consult as the consulting firm. Under the contractual agreement, the duration of this whole project is actually 30 months. That is the total project. Completion will be 30 months, inshallah. However, along the line, as we said and hope, and as mentioned by the Honorable Minister, inshallah, the next set of pilgrims will fly out of this international airport. The economic benefit and multiplier effect of the Gusau Airport project are quite enormous, as it will have a tremendous impact on the ease of doing business and other social interaction in Zamfara State. It will open direct air access to our state and eliminate the difficulties of our businessmen and women often encountered in exporting as well as importing goods and services within and outside of Zamfara.
Speaking at the groundbreaking ceremony, the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace, Festus Keyamo, commended the governor for the wonderful initiative while promising his support for the timely execution of the project.
I am so excited to be here for this groundbreaking ceremony to kickstart the full construction of the Gusau International Airport. I've always said that in the northwest of Nigeria, Zamfara State has been shortchanged in the past in respect of this type of facility. Other parts of the northwest, they have good airports. The people of those states, they have access to come into their states by air. But Zamfara State had long been left behind. However, like I told my friend yesterday, Zamfara State, if you look at the whole of the northwest and even the topography here, stands the best chance to be the hub of the northwest. This is a proper hub. It has all the logistics facility. It is better placed to be an agro hub of the northwest. But it is better late than never. It's better late than never. I told my friend, the governor, that the fact that it is coming at this time far behind other states in the northwest is even an advantage. An advantage because we are going to have a much more modern airport than other parts of the northwest. So I congratulate the people of Zamfara State. I also congratulate you for picking the lead contractor here as Aviator 001 in this country. I know them. I know their track record. Tractor has a huge record in terms of airport construction in Nigeria. I thank you for the choice you have made. I also thank you for prioritizing the interests of the Zamfara people, for knowing how important this project is. The journalist called me yesterday and was saying that, do you need an airport in Zamfara? I'm sure some people were at work and they said, call the minister, call him to find out, interview him. I told an international journalist. And I said an airport for a state like Zamfara is even more than commercial viability. It is a social amenity, it's a social necessity to the people of Zamfara State. Just like you can access every part of this country by road, you don't need to find out whether the road is commercially viable or not. It is necessary to connect all parts of this country by road. And so also it is important to connect all parts of this country by air. It's very important. It's a social amenity. I look around today and I know that you are ready. I will go around. I know you are ready. And before I came here, I ordered my technical team to come ahead of me because I knew I was not going to come here for a tea party. It's not to just laugh and shake hands. I told the governor, I said, let us get down to work. And so yesterday, we started a technical session with the contractors and the consultants. So as I speak with you, ladies and gentlemen, my royal fathers, the whole of the technical team from my agencies, the agencies who are the regulators, they are here. From the NCAA, from the NAMA, those are the ones who are in charge of navigational equipment, in charge of airport approval in terms of the design, safety, security of the design. They are all here. And I will leave them behind to work with the team. We will be visiting here monthly. The technical team, will be visiting here almost monthly to see the progress of work, to guide the contractors, so that at the end of the day, we will not find any problem with certification and approval, because they will be part of the design and construction in the first place. We will just approve. Yesterday, without their saying it, I was the one that said it first of all, that I want to come here next year to flag off Hajj operations. I want to come here. The pilgrims of Zamfara have suffered too much over the years, going to other states, accommodating them in other places. Sometimes they have to sleep 2 days in Hajj terminals in other states to board their flights to the Holy Land. It will not happen again. It will not happen to the people of Zamfara state. And so, my brother Dauda Lawal, I stand by you, I stand with you, I stand with the people of Zamfara state to make this a reality. God bless you and thank you very much.
To Dauda lawan dare mai daraja gashi ya zamo giwa, ya samu karbuwa gun jama'a tun da ba shi gaggawa. Dama muna gani gunsa akwai hikima akwai baiwa, bukatar mutabiya domin ko samu yana gidan nema.
Sai mu ta godiya, Zamfara yancin mu gashi ya dawo. Dauda lawan dare mai hakuri ginshikin talakawa. Za a yi rantsuwa, sai ku fito al'umma mu je mu ma.
Next is the flagging of the remodeling and equipping of Ahmad Sani Riman Bakura Specialist Hospital towards upgrading the health institution to a teaching facility under the Zamfara State University.
We are here today to flag up the remodeling, upgrading and equipping of Ahmad Sani Yariman Bakura Specialist Hospital in Gusau. The work will also consist of acquiring medical equipment for the hospital. This project is a follow-up to our declaration of state of emergency on the state's health sector after that of education. Remember, on the 30th of January 2024, we had to declare state of emergency in the health sector. And this is part of the fulfillment that health is important to all of us. This was necessitated by the enormous challenges we inherited in the sector when we took over the governance of the state. The hospital is in a dire state despite its vital role in providing quality healthcare services to residents and visitors alike. Many of the structures are in a state of disrepair, indicating an urgent need for attention. Additionally, the hospital lacks adequate laboratory facilities, which hinders the staff ability to carry out essential diagnostic procedure effectively. Our aim is not only to safeguard the health and well-being of residents of the state and healthcare service providers, but also to proactively address, manage, and ultimately control the incidence of both communicable and non-communicable diseases. We intend to have a comprehensive healthcare approach that will encompass a spectrum of essential services, including the provision of essential medicine, preventive measures, reposition of health policies, implementation of protocols on water sanitation and hygiene standards, treatment of health conditions, immunization programs, comprehensive antenatal services, related nutrition intervention, as well as strengthening of healthcare financing contributory model. As the Yarima Bakura Specialist Hospital is the only state-owned tertiary healthcare facility meant to offer specialized medical care involving complex procedures and treatments, alongside providing specialized residency training for healthcare professionals conducting research in various medical fields. It is imperative that we ensure the remodeling and upgrading of the hospital to enhance the referral system for specialist care, increase human resource for health and good services quality utilization, leading to improved health outcome in Zamfara State as a whole. We intend to make the Yarima Bakura serve as a teaching hospital of Zamfara State University as soon as the College of Medical Sciences of the university commences. And this is going to be very, very soon, inshallah. The component of the remodeling project will include new construction, expansion and upgrading of existing structures, renovation and facelift of existing structures, completion of doctors' quarters, and development of laboratory imaging facilities, and a complete hospital information management system. And this is going to be the first of its kind in Zamfara State. Let us remember, health is key to our survival. When we went around the hospitals in Zamfara State and saw the condition of those hospitals, it was unbelievable. And therefore we have to do this so that Zamfara people will not have to go to Sokoto, Zaria, Kaduna or Katsina to seek for medical attention. This is going to be a first of call whenever such happens in the next 6 months, inshallah. Invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, with these few remarks, it is my singular honor and pleasure to, in the name of Allah, proceed to flag off the construction project of Ahmad Sani Yarima Bakura Specialist Hospital in Gusau today. And what we expect from you is the usual cooperation and understanding when the construction is ongoing. I believe we'll continue to get that cooperation from you, because all we're doing is trying to make life better for every citizen of Zamfara State going forward, inshallah. I therefore want to thank you for your presence and for the usual cooperation. Masalam.
To Dauda lawan dare mai daraja ga shi ya zamo giwa, ya samu karbuwa gun jama'a tun da ba shi gaggawa. Dama muna gani gunsa akwai hikima akwai baiwa, bukatar mutabiya domin ko samu yana gidan nema.
Sai ni ta godiya, Zamfara yancin mu gashi ya dawo. Dauda lawan dare mai haƙuri ginshikin talakawa. Za a yi rantsuwa, sai ku fito al'umma mu je mu ma.
Still on the program, Governor Dauda Lawal witnessed the swearing-in ceremony of 10 magistrates spearheaded by the State Chief Judge, Justice Kulu Aliyu.
That I will not directly directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall be brought to me. So help me God. The newly sworn in magistrates are considered as judicial officers by virtue of the code of conduct for judicial officers in Nigeria. I therefore call on the magistrates to be patient, dignified, and cautious to accuse persons, litigants, witnesses, and legal practitioners appearing before you. You should also, as masters of your own cause, demand similar conduct from your staff and others under your direction and control. In other words, high standard with integrity shall be your acquired conduct from today. You are nominated and appointed from among other equally competent applicants for the exalted but humble position after careful considerations. I therefore congratulate you on your well-deserved appointment. But I'll be frank with you. Judicial office is not an office for luxury and enjoyment. It is an office saddled with very serious and enormous tasks that only people with strong character can deliver its demands. With cooperation and support of the said government, under the able leadership of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Zamfara State, we do all we can to see that you are assisted in discharging your duties without malicious. We are assured by His Excellency that he is ready to give the judiciary the needed support without compromising its independence. We thank you. For the financial autonomy of the judiciary was passed and assented to in 2022, and Alteration Act No. 9 of 2023, amending the provisions of Section 1 to Subsection 3 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, was also assented to by the former President Muhammad Buhari, DCFR. Therefore, all the legal frameworks for the independence of the state judiciary were put in place. Equally, all statutory bottlenecks are done away with. It is at this juncture that I, on behalf of the entire judiciary of Zamfara State, would like to thank His Excellency, the Executive Governor, for being magnanimous in payment of all the backlog of statutorily provided entitlements up to December 2022. The government is fully embarked on innovation of dilapidated courtrooms and chambers. Nevertheless, I will still use this opportunity to press for more that require His Excellency's intervention. But though the innovation is ongoing smoothly, there is need to construct more courtrooms. Only certain local governments of the state have buildings for magistrate courts. They are Gusau, Kauranamuda, Maru, Talata Mafara, Sate, Shinkafi, and Puri. The remaining 7 local governments have no buildings for magistrate courts. They are Gumi, Anka, Bakura, Birnin Magaji, Bukuyu, Bunguku, and Maradi. The magistrate court buildings stated in the whole local government, except in Gusau, are so dilapidated and so inhabitable. Magistrates posted to those local governments often sit here in Gusau. This is not good for access to justice by the common man. Proximity to courts within a radius of 40 kilometers is alluded to under Section 35, Subsection 5 of the Constitution as a standard to be applied by all governments. The High Court therefore suggests that the renovation and construction of new buildings for magistrate courts should be pursued simultaneously. There is also need for renovation and construction of more buildings as High Court judges appointed last year do not have courtrooms and chambers. They are temporarily accommodated at magistrate court buildings. The High Court judges mentioned above and judges of the Sharia Court of Appeal were not allocated official vehicles the day they were sworn in as envisaged by the rules and guidelines for appointment of judicial officers. The senior judicial officers too are entitled to leave vehicles at 4 years expired since they were last allocated. Though the raw rent and medical allowances are to be paid to judicial officers annually, according to the statutory provisions, there was an arrangement for the allowances to be paid on a monthly basis. Magistrates too are entitled to furniture and outfit allowances. And they also need to conduct and be conducting in-house training for magistrates and other staff, since not all staff of the High Court will have the opportunity to participate in the programs organized by the National Judicial Institute due to financial constraints. The training will enhance performance and the personnel will be abreast with innovations, gaining ground in the administration of justice. Most jurisdictions in Nigeria are migrating from manual court proceedings and processes to digital and information technology-based proceedings and processes. There is therefore need to equip our courts with the existing advanced technological gadgets to make the migration possible. Since the legal frameworks for the autonomy of state judiciary is put in place, there is also need to set the ball rolling by giving effect to the legal provisions contained therein. This is to avoid going cap in hand by the heads of courts to His Excellency for approval on all issues. The judiciary is not unaware of the financial constraints of the state government, but we are appealing to His Excellency to look into the plight of the judiciary. The state judiciary under my watch is committed to delivering justice without fear or favor, affection or ill will. I urge the newly sworn in magistrate and all the judiciary community to imbibe the culture of hard work, honesty, and integrity, and together we build a stronger judiciary that is the hope of the common man. On behalf of the entire staff of the judiciary, I thank His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Zamfara State, Dr. Dauda Lawal, Dr. Gusau, for gracing the occasion despite its tight schedules. I pray that God will continue to guide and guide him in the discharge of constitutional responsibility. To other dignitaries,
it is with immense gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that I stand here to witness the swearing in of 10 newly appointed magistrates of High Court of Justice that will manage magistrates' roles across the state. Today's occasion is indeed a very strong representation of our administration continued commitment to the enhancement of the rule of law and social justice. It is also a testimony of our sincere determination to ensure the accessibility of the criminal justice system by all residents of our dear states, irrespective of their social, economic, or religious background, in line with our restitution agenda. The significant personalities. It may interest you to know that this administration recognizes that the good people of Zamfara State require a judicial system that protects the rights of citizenry. They expect a system of justice that gives every person fair and equal access to administration of justice and guarantees their dignity, rights, and security, regardless of gender, influence, or any other societal differences in Zamfara State. It is for this reason that this administration prioritizes on the improvement of the justice sector. As you assume your duties as magistrates, I urge you to have the fear of Allah at your heart, and at the same time confine yourselves to the provision of section 13, 14, and 15 of the district court rules in the exercise of the criminal and civil jurisdiction to mitigate the state of appeal against your rulings and judgments. It is also important to add here that this government has taken steps to ensure that judiciary in the state works effectively. We have embarked on reviewing the judiciary by paying all backlog of statutory entitlements at our high court judges, as well as renovation of our dilapidated codes and payment of magistrate official allowances. We are committed to providing conducive atmosphere for ease of dispensation of administration of justice in Zamfara State. I note the request of the Chief Judge, and let me also say that we are mindful of all the challenges, and we are doing whatever we can to make sure we act on the promises we made. The last time I was here, looking at the situation of the courts, as well as other conditions that will make them to work effectively to deliver justice. I'll take this opportunity to assure you once again that I will ensure all that is due to the judiciary get to you in spite of competing needs. You know, as I says, then we are aware. We'll get there, inshallah. I'm quite pleased that our state judiciary is looking enabled to use technology. This is the way to go in order to ensure that the delivery of justice is fast and efficient, as well as record keeping, make it less cumbersome. The SLD here relies with your focal person in order to harmonize with that of the state government so that we are all in sync. At this juncture, let me congratulate the Chief Judge, Honorable Justice Aliyu, OFR, for an award of fellowship given to her by the National Institute on the 15th of May, 2024. The award is not for my lords or judiciary alone, but it's an award for the entire people of Zamfara State. I wish you well. And remember I told you we were going to host you officially, honor you for this. This government is able to curtailing the menace of banditry and other related crimes in the state, has directed the Honorable Attorney General and Commissioner of Justice to review the Zamfara State Penal Code Law number 18 of 2022 and Administration of Criminal Justice Law number 17 of 2022 to adequately appraise the offences of kidnapping, abduction, cattle rustling, act of informer in the state.
To Dauda lawan dare mai daraja gashi ya zamo giwa, ya samu karbuwa gun jama'a tun da ba shi gaggawa. Dama muna gani gunsa akwai hikima akwai baiwa, bukatar mutabiya domin ko samu yana gidan nema.
Sai ni ta godiya, Zamfara yancin mu gashi ya dawo. Dauda lawan dare mai hakuri ginshikin talakawa. Za a yi waransuwa sai ku fito al'umma mu je mu ma.
Gabna Lawal was also at another very important engagement, which was a security summit held in neighboring Katsina State aimed at assessing and finding lasting solutions to the lingering security challenges bedeviling the northwestern region of the country.
I start by expressing our profound appreciation to His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, that was heavily represented by the Vice President, His Excellency Kashim Shettima, for finding the time to be with us today. I'm honored to be part of this important summit put together by Northwest Governors Forum and the UNDP. It is a demonstration of collective commitment to addressing the challenges facing our sub-region and the nation at large. This summit is though coming at a time when our state are battling with serious social as well as economic challenges. It also provides the opportunity for critical stakeholders to discuss extensively, share experiences, and adopt a framework that will come up with long-lasting solutions to the current state of insecurity in our state and come up with a collective means of dealing with these situations permanently. The theme of this summit, livelihood, building resilience, and promoting peace and security. Addressing the nexus of banditry, extremism, and climate change in northwest Nigeria resonates with our experiences in Zamfara State. We are suffering from banditry and devastating effect of climate change in Zamfara State as well as other part of northern Nigeria. Your Excellencies, in Zamfara, we are implementing various initiatives to enhance security, revitalize agriculture, as well as promote sustainable livelihood. Key among these include the establishment of Security Trust Fund, establishment of state-owned task force named Community Protection Guards to combat banditry as well as other related crimes in the state and support our neighboring states in tackling this menace. We are strengthening community engagement and social cohesion to address communal conflicts. Education is a priority area, considering its vital role in addressing social, political, as well as economic challenges. We have also introduced various vocational and skill acquisition programs for self-reliance as well as crime intervention. In spite of this effort, we acknowledge that our challenges have remained very, very complex and multifaceted. We need continuous and renewed approaches to contain these challenges. And therefore, we require coordinated kinetic as well as non-kinetic strategies to address banditry and criminality while dealing with the challenge of climate change in the Northwest. And I therefore suggest the following. 1, we need to foster collaboration and information sharing among our states as well as security agencies to set up a coordinated approach with the neighboring Niger, Niger State, the Great Bandits, as well as their collaborators. We must use non-kinetic approach from position of strength. I don't think we should negotiate with these people at a point of weakness. If we do, I believe we will not get the mileage we require to deal with the situation. We need to also invest in agriculture as well as livestock production. If you look at northern Nigeria, it's a region that is blessed and is purely an agrarian economy. What do we do to encourage our people? We need to go back to agriculture. But then, how do you go back to agriculture with the kind of challenges we're facing, especially kidnapping, where people, when they go to farm, the next thing is they are being kidnapped. It is a very, very serious challenge, and something drastic needs to be done. We need to also develop climate resilient agriculture and water management system. Why am I saying this? Most of our farmers rely on dry farming. I think we need to go beyond that. We need to come up with strategies and measures to encourage our farmers to do dry season, well-mechanized agriculture going forward. Otherwise, we cannot continue to rely on the subsistence farming that we're used to. We need to also review the nomadic education system to make the undeserved pastoral communities have access to formal education system and science of integration. There are a lot of presentations, even where we came from now, about grazing land and so many other issues that are part of the root causes of this crisis. And what do? We need to really come up with an immediate solution. And that is the only way that we can begin to address these issues head on. Member states should strengthen sub-regional as well as interstate security collaboration, coordination for synergy, as well as intelligence sharing. It doesn't make sense when Zamfara is doing so much to address the issue of banditry, while my neighbor in Sokoto or Katsina is not making similar efforts in tackling some of these challenges. Therefore, there's a need for synergy among all the states. Whatever is taking place in Zamfara, we expect Katsina, Kaduna, Niger, Sokoto, as well as Kebbi and Jigawa to do the same. We need to also improve information dissemination through regular interaction with the public in order to build trust between government and people for management of public expectations. We need to also come up with plans that will ensure effective management of cattle routes, grazing, as well as forest reserves. Member states to agree on collective unified approach in fighting banditry, as well as peace building in the entire sub-region of northwestern Nigeria and part of north-central Nigeria. In conclusion, I commend Mr. President for his reform initiative and battle against banditry in the northwest and Nigeria at large. We will cooperate with all development policies and programs for overall socio-economic development of our region as well as Nigeria in general. The government and people of Zamfara State are grateful to the UNDP for the support as well as assistance in addressing the challenges in the sub-region and the nation at large. We are grateful to our host governor, the governor of Katsina State, who is the chairman of Northwest Governors Forum, and our chief host, Malam Diko Omaru Rakda, for raising the bar of leadership in Northwest and his passion for partner with other states in order to rescue the region from its numerous challenges. My brother, you've done well. and we're behind you 100%. Continue the leadership, and we'll be there with you. Thank you. My sincere appreciation also to members of the forum for their cooperation and very good good relationship, working relationship among all of us. Let us continue to work together and build safer, more prosperous, and resilient Northwest and Nigeria as a whole. I believe by doing this, it will show the commitment, and it's just a matter of time. With the kind of determination I've seen from my colleagues, believe me, these challenges, it's just a matter of time. By the grace of Allah, we shall overcome this. Thank you very much.
To Dauda lawan dare mai daraja gashi ya zamo giwa, ya samu karbuwa gun jama'atin da ba shi gaggawa. Dama muna gani gunsa akwai hikima akwai baiwa, bukatar mutabiya domin ko samu yana gidan nema.